Ahoy mateys, greetings and salutations. So this is a a Pentalic black paper notebook, and I am testing out a bunch of new white pens. I know, boring, right? Not if you're me. So I have been using a Signo Uniball in white for years in these notebooks. And I recently also ordered a Scribbles That Matter Blackout notebook, and I just wanted to check out all of my white pens and make sure that I still like how they look and flow and all of that. I think I got them all. So here is my white pen stash. Shh, no judgy, no judgy. This is the newest one. This is a Pilot Juice Up. Right here. This is nice needle point. And then we have Pitt artist pens and assorted tips, a calligraphy or chisel tip, a bold, and a 1.5. And then I have a Pilot G2 in white. I had this in an assorted 8-pack, and it was just stuck in the back of the drawer, so this is nice. Here's a Kiritaki brush in white. It's messy. Don't tell anybody. I use it more as whiteout than anything. There are some Artezas. We have a 1, a 0.8, and a 0.6. Here's the Signo. Okay, and we've got some Jelly Roll. What do we have here? Okay, these are the same. This is a white glaze. It dries glossy and puffy. Takes quite a while to dry though. So we'll test that first so it has time to dry while we're putzing around with the others. And these are Jelly Roll 5, 8, and 10. So lots of different things to try out here. Where are those glazes? Okay. So this is a Jelly Roll glaze. I keep the tip cover for this so it doesn't dry out as fast. Let's write with this one first. It's kind of like writing with thinned Elmer's glue. doesn't seem to clog and it flows really well. I put the little doohickey cover on there, so we'll let that start to dry right there. Alright, then we'll do the other jelly rolls. Where's the one? And the 8. And the 5. This is an insomnia video brought to you by Stress USA. Okay, so those are the jelly rolls. Here's the signal. You should all know it and love it. I like the feedback on this. I think these are 1s, right? Yes, these are same as the 10s. Here's the signal. Here's the Pilot G2. This is so convenient. It's just a clicker. That one, is this the fine version? 17.201. No, this is 0.7. Okay. Alright. Next, let's do the 3 Artezas. The 1.0. It's really pretty juicy. Here's the 0.8. And I like that these, aren't these postable? Something else I'm thinking. Yeah, no, these do post so you don't lose the cap. The 0.6 is really nice. Alright, next let's do the Pitt Artist pens. Let's try the 1.5. Definitely much more of a felt or flare feel to them. That's what I don't have. I don't have my flare. I don't know where it is. It's probably in a notebook. Alright, this is the brush pen. Save that to look at with the Kiritaki. Alright, and this is the chisel or chisel / calligraphy. So you have thick on the downstroke, and you've got some line variation with this. the pigmentation in these Pitt pens is not as good as I would like. Alright, let's do the juice up here by the Pilot. Because this is also a Pilot, right? Pilot, yes, Pilot juice up. Needlepoint. And this is a 0.4. So this is like very similar to my favorite pens in the world, which are these Pentel 0.38 Energel needle tips, metal tips, not plastic. Those are great. All right, so the brush pen from Faber-Castell. Again, same pigmentation on all of the Pitt pens. Alright, and this is the Kiritaki. I know it has a parent brand and I can't think of it. Oh, it says, I don't know if you'll be able to see that, Kiritaki. This pen is messy, very messy. Okay, so I'm going to give it a shake. I actually have to wash this cap out. It's getting gunky. See how it blurped out here. There's pigment for days. And they have like a rainbow of colors of these. These are really great for using on toned paper, the entire line. But the white ink in this particular line is sloppy. It's if I shook this like that, oh, here, no, now it's not going to do it, but there's an ink bubble on the thing and there's goop everywhere. It's just a mess. It's just excess. Not even it's just not even in the brush. It's around the brush. But it's got the most pigmentation of anything. But it's so sloppy. brush strokes might be cool, but it's just the ink has flow problems. Inconsistent flow. It dries pretty fast though. That's already dry, for example. Alright, let's put this away. Okay, and let's zoom in. I'll move the paper around. Okay, so start with the Kiritaki. Then you can see the pigmentation difference between the Kiritaki and the Pitt. But the Pitt flow is very nice. And then you've got the Arteza. These are dry. You've got the Pilot G2 and the Pilot Juice Up, which are fine if you're just doing something for yourself. If you're doing artsy stuff, not so much. Alright, let's... Alright. And here we've got the Signo. I mean, Signo looks great. The Signo is brighter than the G2, the Juice Up, or the Arteza. Arteza is a close second. No, Jelly Roll is... I think it's Signo, then the Jelly Rolls, then the Artezas, then the Kiritaki, if you can figure out how to use it, or have a specific enough use for it. And then the Pitt pens and the Pilot G2 and the Pilot Juice Up have similar pigmentation. They make a nice set, so you have line diversity. Pilot, Pitt. And then this Glaze up here, see, it dried white. Let's see if I can get you any of the... I'm trying to turn it so you can get some of the puffiness, but it creates an embossed feel. Let's see, maybe you can hear it. Versus no skipping. So there's depth to the glaze that I really like. So there you got it. Let's zoom back out. Don't get dizzy. Okay, there we go. We've got the whole page on screen. So there is my stash of white pens, and this goes back to, I like to do write verse and annotate and do little tiny sketchy illustrations, kind of like vector drawings, on black paper. That is my thing. And what is this? This is a really bad frog. I always do the first page and the last page of every book to break them in. This is a really bad frog that I did using Derwent metallic colored pencils. Perspective, not my friend. That's why vector drawings are so good. Okay, so now I could see using the Jelly Rolls, the Uniball, the Arteza, the Glaze, and the Kiritaki as one family, And the Arteza and the Jelly Roll, you could pick which you prefer, or whichever you can get in your local area. And then they're the same brightness, the same opacity. And then similarly, the Pilot Juice Up and G2, along with the Pitt pens, have similar opacity. They're all this, they're not, their opacity is less. You can see the black paper through the pigment versus the light reflecting off the pigment and not getting to the paper. So these are more translucent versus these others that are more bright and dominant. I'm going to give the G2 another chance. I just want to make a big circle and see if it... Yeah, no. So the ink itself is more translucent. And as that dries, it'll just keep going. I will leave the specs and the names of all these white pens down below in case you're interested. Be happy, be healthy, learn something new every day. This is me signing off. Ciao for now. Shiver me timbers? No, that doesn't work. That's just weird.